Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacie. Today's beginner yoga session is a gentle yoga for back pain. So when we talk about our back, I want you to be very mindful in your movements. We are going to move very slowly with intention through each movement. If you have any structural herniated discs, any injuries to your back, please check with your physician before you do any type of exercise. This is just a video that will help you loosen up your back. We are going to need a blanket and your yoga mat to complete this session. So go ahead and gather your props. Meet me back on the mat for beginner yoga, gentle yoga for back pain. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and sit on our blanket. And when we sit on our blanket with our legs crossed, it will open up your hips. Opening up your hips, relieving any pain that you may have in your back. This can absolutely help relieve it. So go ahead and sit comfortably here. Tall spine, your hands are on your knees. And let's just take a moment to breathe. So you can leave your eyes open or your eyes gazing forward. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. And as you inhale, really think about filling your abdomen and your chest. And as you exhale, allow those shoulders to relax away from your ears. Inhaling here. And exhale. Continue with your breathing. Remember to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, something bothers you, stop immediately. Especially when we talk about back, we want to be very mindful and listen to your body. Let's start with some circles. So we're just going to draw some small circles, keeping those sit bones into the floor, into your blanket. And you can bring your hands to your hips so you can feel that my hips are not moving, that I'm moving through my lower back, my lumbar. As you become more comfortable and your body is telling you it's okay, go ahead and make some bigger circles. Only if you are comfortable. Good, and as we come to the top, let's switch directions, but start small. So start with those small circles again. Each side, each direction is going to feel a little bit different. Big circles as your body allows. Good. And as we come back to center here, stacking the spine, coming back to center, I want you to take your arms out to the side. And I want you to shift to one side and pull it in. You can see how as I shift, I'm shifting through the lumbar area, keeping my hips are not going anywhere, so I'm not shifting up. I'm just shifting a little side to side here. Good. One more each side. One. And one. Good. Coming back to center, bringing those hands onto your knees. Seated cat and cow. Small movement. So I want you to round your back, tuck your chin for cat. Look up, put a sway in the back for cow. We're going to do a few cat and cows, so this is our first one. I want you to feel the differences here. One more time. Cat and cow. Good. Coming back to tall spine. I'm going to go ahead and remove my blanket for the next one, and you can tell if you choose to as well, bringing yourself a little bit closer to the floor. Try it with both. See how you prefer. Inhaling up. Exhale, fold forward. You're going to bring your forearms to the floor. We are gentle back, so I do not want you to work on pushing any mobility here. We are visiting each pose. We are seeing how our body feels today. Good. Those sit bones stay on the floor. Let's walk both hands over to one side. And as I walk over to one side, keeping that back straight. So if I'm on my fingertips, my hands, I do not want to round over today. I want to keep the chest tall. So find that position here. Good. Now let's walk over to the other side. Nice and slow. And keeping everything straight. Again, I'm not rounding, I'm keeping it straight and strong. Just getting a nice stretch through the hips. Everything is connected. So our hips to our back, to our hamstrings to our back. Good. And as we come back to the center, if you want to fall down to those forearms, absolutely can if you can keep that back straight. Good, and as you walk your hands up, I want you to stack those vertebrae. So really be mindful of stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. A nice tall spine. Placing one hand on the floor, inhaling up. And as you exhale, I want you to reach out, reaching up. Good. See the nice line between my fingers and that hip. So I'm not falling over, I'm not falling forward. Keeping the chest open here. Nice deep breaths. Good. Pressing up with your hand, cartwheeling over, reaching through the other side. And maybe you don't get as far one side versus the other, and that is absolutely okay. Nice deep breaths. Work to keep that chest open. Good. Pressing through. Switch again. This time I want you to think about this shoulder staying down. Good. Bending through the elbow, reaching that arm out. So instead of staying here, I want you to see if you can bend a little bit, staying supported through the hand, the forearm as far as you can reach. Keep this elbow long, reaching through the fingers. Good. And as you press up, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Let that arm drop. Drop it down. Reach through those fingers. Good. Maybe harder on one side to keep the chest open than another. You may not get the elbow as close to the ground. Always listen to what your body's telling you. One day it could be easier. One day may be a little bit harder. Coming up tall. Open and down. Good. We mentioned hamstrings, so let's go ahead and stretch those legs out a little bit. And let's take our blanket and let it assist us with our hamstrings a little bit. So we're going to do one leg at a time. I want you to tuck one leg in, the other one stays out. I want you to have your blanket set up to where your blanket just folds underneath that knee. So I have a slight bend in the knee, turning my hips towards the leg, toe is up, inhaling up. Exhale, I want you to fold forward. So as you fold forward to a nice straight back, the knee is supported. We don't have any of the extra pressure on the hamstring, which makes it a little bit easier on the back. We are not interested in necessarily touching our toes today. Nice deep breath, sink into the stretch. Good. Inhale, arms come up, open and down. While we're here, I want you to turn the chest towards the bent knee, inhaling up with that outside hand. Exhale, slide down that leg, reach for the toes as far as you can. I want you to keep your chest open. So we're stretching right along this outside of our back as far as you are comfortable. Okay, so let yourself be controlled. We still have that slight bend in the knee, reaching through the fingertips. If it's too much, back off. Okay, inhale coming up and down. Good. Listen to your body. Switching sides here. Have that nice bend, that nice support. Bring that foot in. First, just a hamstring stretch. So turn everything forward, inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Get a nice stretch through the hamstring. The back stays straight, toes stay tall. And by pulling those toes up, I don't have to physically pull them up. I'm getting a nice stretch along from the calf all the way up to those glutes through the hamstrings. Nice deep breaths. Good. Let's inhale, come up. Exhale, open and down. Turning the chest. Inhaling up. Exhale, slide down only as far as you are comfortable. If it's here, stay here. Good. Reaching out. Getting a nice stretch through the side. Nice deep breaths. Good. Pressing through that bottom arm as you come up nice and tall. Nice job. Let's go ahead and get rid of your blankets. And let's go ahead and come onto your hands and knees for a little bit of cat and cow. Gentle back is never complete without a quadruped cat and cow. So knees are hip width apart, hands on your palms or your knuckles or shoulder width apart. Round your back, tuck your chin for cat. Looking up, put a sway in the back. This is your cow. Good. Coming into cat. Inhale for cow. Exhaling cat. Nice. Inhale, cow. Cat. And cow. From here, come back to your neutral spine. Let's get a nice stretch into puppy. So I want you to stretch your arms out in front, dropping your hands, your forearms, your head onto your mat. Lifting the tailbone to the sky, a great stretch through the upper back. Nice deep breaths. Good, and as you press up through the forearms into the hands, walking your hands back, let's go ahead and come on to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. I want you to hug those knees into your chest. And as I hug my knees into my chest, this should feel wonderful, okay? This, hugging your knees into your chest, should allow all those muscles of the back to relax. Okay, so it takes all the pressure off the back. You can do a little side to side if you like. Nice deep breaths. Good. I want you to bring your left foot to the floor. Hug the right knee into the chest. Right knee hug only. You may feel you have a little bit more range of motion with a single knee. Extending your leg to the ceiling. Heel is to the ceiling, grabbing the back of the leg. Nice hamstring stretch. You do not have to have the leg completely. That knee does not need to be locked out. Let's draw some circles with that ankle. And circles the other way. Good. Coming back to the center, bringing the foot down to the floor, switching sides, hugging that left knee into your chest. So a left knee hug. Back is flat. Nice deep breaths. You can tell the difference from one side to the other. Extending your leg to the ceiling, grabbing the hamstrings. Heel is pointed up to the ceiling. Again, you do not need to lock the knee out to get a nice stretch in the hamstring. Draw some circles. And circles the other way. Good. Come back to the center. want you to place your left ankle over your right thigh for figure 4. Grab behind the right thigh, pull it into your chest. Relaxing the head and the neck. Nice deep breaths. Nice stretch in the hip. Good, switching sides. Right ankle over left thigh. Grab behind the left thigh, pull it into your chest. Relaxing the head and neck. Nice deep breaths. Good, bringing the foot down to the floor. Let's give yourself one last hug as a reset. So hugging the knees into the chest. You can side to side, little wiggle of the tailbone here. Good, feet coming flat onto the floor. I want you to just take a deep inhale here. And exhale. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. I want you to go ahead and roll onto your side and press yourself up slowly. Didn't want to stay on our backs too long because sometimes that can be uncomfortable after everything we've done. Grab your blanket. Let's sit with those legs crossed again as we finish up. So sitting tall on the blanket. Let's take a deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhaling, filling your abdomen and your chest. Exhale, shoulders relax. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. Again, my name is Stacie with Aspen Yoga. I hope you enjoyed this session of gentle yoga for your back. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time.